a midwife, I am delighted when women bring their children who are in their first few days of birth to the child welfare clinic for hepatitis vaccine. This is because hepatitis vaccine received at that age confer immunity and protection to children as long as 30 years of their life. Hello everyone, welcome to this edition of Body Gist. In this edition, we shall be talking about a disease that affects the second largest organ of the body and of course the largest internal organ. If you are just joining us in this channel, please subscribe to our channel. You can also like and share our videos. Follow us on all our other platforms. We are on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. What is hepatitis infection? Why are we talking about hepatitis infection? What are the signs that tell one that one has hepatitis infection? How is hepatitis infection gotten and how can we prevent it? The liver, like we said before, is the largest internal organ and the functions are to help us in the breakdown of food nutrients that we take. It also helps in the production of bile. Bile helps in food digestion. The liver also helps in storage of some food nutrients. While a baby is inside the uterus, the liver can help in the production of red blood cells. Hepatitis is inflammation of the liver. It occurs as a result of hepatitis virus getting to the liver. And we have different types of hepatitis infection. We have the type A, type B, type C, type D, and type E, with type B and type C being the most common. Every year, our attention is drawn to the scourge and menace caused by this infection in our society. This attention is made more prominent on the 28th day in the month of July when we celebrate the World Hepatitis Day. The World Health Organization estimates that about 1.5 million new infections are gotten each year. The danger about hepatitis is that the virus can live for so long a time in a person's body without the signs and symptoms manifesting. We have signs and symptoms such as dark colored urine, loss of appetite, loss of weight, yellowish discoloration of the skin, and when you see the individual's eyes, you will see the conjunctiva being yellowish discolored too. How can hepatitis be gotten? An individual who is healthy can get this from an infected person through body secretions such as blood, sweat, and semen. Hepatitis can also occur as a result of autoimmune, which means that the body does not recognize its own cells. The body begins to destroy its cells. Then drug and alcohol can also increase the chance of one having hepatitis. So those of us who engage in excessive use of drug without prescription, or those of us who take alcohol in excess, we are at risk of having hepatitis infection. How do we prevent ourselves from getting hepatitis? It is important to know that prevention begins with vaccination. Remember when I began the video, I said that I am always delighted to see mothers bring their children to the child welfare clinic. So children who have received vaccine at their early stage of birth and their mother have followed the immunization schedule would have gotten 4 doses of hepatitis B vaccine at their early stage of birth. This is gotten at first when the mother presents the baby at the clinic, after 6 weeks, after 10 weeks, and after 14 weeks. For adults, they can get immunization too, which can also prevent them from getting the vaccine and can cover them for as long as 30 years of their life. This vaccine is taken for 3 doses. The first dose when the adult presents at the clinic. The second dose is gotten after 1 or 2 months of the first dose, and the third dose is gotten after 6 months of the second dose. Then abstinence. Remember that I said that hepatitis is gotten from body fluids. So body fluids such as semen can transfer hepatitis. To abstain from sexual intercourse would keep the individual free from getting hepatitis infection. Blood transfusions should be done after it is properly screened. Then do not share your personal effects such as blades, needles, syringes. For our young men and women who go to the salon to cut their hair, they need to have their own personal clippers because hepatitis infection can be gotten through that means. Even our young ladies who go to the salon to make their hair, when you are going to the salon, please go with your own hair kit. Your combs that are being used to pick your hair can be a source of infection. I hope you have been enlightened. We have talked about what hepatitis is, why we are talking about it, how it can be gotten, the causes, signs and symptoms, and the prevention. What are you waiting for? Go to the nearby facility, get tested. It is important that you know your hepatitis status. If you are hepatitis negative, that means you are eligible to take the vaccine and get yourself protected for the next 30 years of your life. Even if you are positive, that is not the end of life. It can be treated, though the curative rate is very low. Keep following us on Body Gist while we keep giving you the gist.